spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he returns this to the 22.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you gotta choose lives. Crowd, let's go. Set.
380. And the Broncos get there and take him down. I hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Ray. Hey, Ram. Hey, go. Home and trips right.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. 12.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And every
They got right there to stop that shit.
Pick out the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14.
Damn, bro.
We're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? We'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Chargers are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
You can look at this Bronco defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some yardage plays.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a hit.
Patrick Grace put to pick this shit up.
For that offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 18-yard line.
Ram. Home and trips right. Hey, Ray. 380. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go. 5-9. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert.
Boy, you right there. You make a play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keandre Lambert-Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Oh, good move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake, Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix to throw again.
But he just dropped it.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Nix. There's a short one caught by Townsend.
They fucking pass interference their ass off.
Catch there, he couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the target. Inbounds there.
30. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Go. Set.
Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
This is the greatest game.
Inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ram.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it.
Yeah.
And now in Hampton, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys are going to set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division. And this is going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back inside the 10-yard line.
I thought he was going to throw it like in the...
After the interception, a quick change in the situation here. Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Still, man.
At the 8-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw, here's Nix.
Oh, man, it's a
Rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu.
Oh, the tight end defense I've ever seen.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw.
My dudes don't do that shit. No matter what my rating is, they just don't perform like that. They have a 99 rate. They don't perform like that.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, ram. Baylor tight. Hey, easy. We go orange. Crowd right. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Harris, 29 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half.
Broncos 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Going to be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
One dude is that playing defense now, bro.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Unlike, I think my coach struggling is possible shit. They did not play hard at all. Like they just not playing as goals.
And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Gets past one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-40 line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 2nd and 8.
Bro, that shit pissing me the fuck off, bro.
Nix to the air. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jay Tonjes, 56 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
12.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Look, even Patrick dropped the pick, bro. 99 rated. That's how I know they got my team just playing bad, bro. Like, come on, bro. Dude rated 99, bro. Like,
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has
that's some bullshit, bro.
Way up, not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert.
Like, shit don't work in this fucking franchise mode, bro. I'm going to say other mode, my dudes be playing hard as fuck. This shit, oh, man.
Trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the
I
field.
just don't get it, bro. If somebody I'm doing wrong with something, oh, no.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
What it is about this league, I just can't fucking weird shit. I could be down one of these people. Oh no, I don't know, bro.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football
all the
first
goats,
in this second half as they
all the goats in one league or something. Oh no.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, give my people some stats and leave.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
Look at that, bro. You break a tackle.
After a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. For this defense, they've got the force.
Should be getting up watching
you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about.
But he just dropped the ball.
Which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage. At this point in the game, when the situation is in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Look at that shit. He should have burned him, but no.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it
Bro, this is some bullshit, bro.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Back to the air with Nix.
Fuck. He was over 2, bro. Man, what's up with my team, bro? My team not even fucking guard nobody.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this. And pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Lambert Smith to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Why is he in the game if he tied? Dumbass game. What happened to the sub? This shit just broken.
About to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position
Man, hike the
they're
fucking ball,
in. The obvious
bro.
thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you
What the fuck is he doing? The nigga about fucking 27 points.
That's about the only thing that can
Man, to me. That's why they gotta put this shit on 6 minutes, bro. Shit, man, I don't need to set up better, bro. This shit is some fucking stat piling machine. That's why everybody team so fucking souped up. Motherfuckers averaging 80 points a game. Fucking dumbass shit.
It's Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down and a yard. Back to throw. Herbert finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
2nd and 20 at the 50-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, go. Hey, ram. 21. Set.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Delta. Crowd right. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 10.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with him, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll run up the gun to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that...
She couldn't even do the fucking move. Oh, trash-ass, weak-ass woman, bruh. They put a bit on her.
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent
Like a
job
dumbass.
through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
They put the belt on her. They just couldn't even do the fucking move.
Because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert back to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Running with it. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I mean, on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bill. All the folks in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm on the Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money hard to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to get the picture. Coming season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
I'll take his jump. I threw a high pass for my dude to jump. The man is trash for this, bro. Like, why they got the defenders so active on the passing game, but the receivers never be a team.
Seems like everything they touch in this one,
they don't never be like hungry for the ball. I guess that's how they balance out the offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
At least jump on. You know what I'm saying?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I thought it was good right here. Get some shit. Back it up. Enjoy your coach. I already bet my quota. Yeah, that is it.
And he's going to be stopped cold.
I'm trying to get some catches.
By the kick team to bring that return to
I'll get some catches. Yeah, let me get my catches about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder,
come on, man, damn.
Starting to warm up a little bit over on the sideline.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
He finds his man complete. It's Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
A great play there. 56 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The kickoff for the Broncos.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle, Denver, Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Yeah, that motherfucker all over me like that.
Yeah. Not surprising the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. That one caught by Tonjes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21.
That's an end-around play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 5 yards. More than that. 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Once more with Harvey.
Thank you, dude.
Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
R.J. Harvey, 43 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least get one score back. Looks good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you needed to get in some time, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Herbert off of play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Jet sweep. This is Johnston. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Nick's going to keep this himself. He finds his man complete. That's Franklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down. This has been a rough one for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10. to throw. Here's Nix.
Man, fuck, bro.
Be incomplete. Well, he took a shot.
Who's giving up this fucking...
And it's going to bring up a third down.
Set.
We just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
Who's giving up these fucking
That forced the
plays?
errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just
Fucking
had to unload
touchdown,
that one. He's
man.
fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Yeah.
Nix to throw again.
Man, oh,
He's
God.
going to get there. Down he goes. Jahad Campbell with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Fourth down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, fans usually